And I'm starting to panic because in my brain, I'm like, this woman's talking to a fraud. Like I was not in my...
Yeah.
And here I am, like, you know, I'm realizing what's going on. You need to pray the prayer of faith. And I'm like, God, I have no faith.
Yeah.
Like, I'm questioning right now whether or not you are real. And you want me to pray for a baby that had a stroke. And so she just looks at me and says, I don't know what to do. Can you pray? And so I said, yeah, let me go get a prayer cloth. And I explained to her what it was. I went in my room, and I remember I was just so freaked out in that moment. I'm like, I'm going to pray for this baby, and she's going to die. And I'm just worst case scenario in my brain, just being honest. And I was like, she's going to discover that I'm a fraud, and it's going to go down. And I don't, my head was just in a bad space. And so I grab my prayer cloth, and I go into the living room, and I pray with her, and I did the best that I could. And then I, hugged her, and she went on her way. And I told her, take the prayer cloth up to the hospital, put it on the baby's head when you get the chance. And, God's going to do a miracle. God's going to do a miracle. God's going to do a miracle. And then she leaves, shuts the door, and I just sink. And I go into the nursery where Jody's rocking London, and Jody's like, "You already prayed?" "Well, yeah, I already prayed." She was like, "Well, did you,
did you pray?
Did you pray?" And I don't know. I tried, and so I couldn't sleep that night because I was just like, I should have been faithful. I should have been prayed up, and I hadn't been prayed up, and I should have been ready because I wasn't instant in season and out of season. I'm just beating myself up. And